What is WotOpera?
WotOpera is an educational program, an inspirational education program aimed at unlocking the creativity of young people. It sees groups of 20 young people across a range of schools writing their own opera from scratch. Those young people do everything that's required in the creation of an opera, which is they write the script, they create the characters, they write the plot, they create the music, they paint the sets, they cast the show themselves, and then they perform it themselves. Now, it can be about anything they want. There's no restrictions on what their creativity is. Well, there are. No swearing and no nudity, but that's it. Anything else is on the cards. They can create an opera about any character, set anywhere, in any time, with any theme they want. The students that we select, they only have to be enthusiastic. That's the only criteria for them to be. They don't have to be drama students, they don't have to be music students, they don't even have to know that they're creative. That's one of the main aims, is to say you are creative to anyone who participates. It's about 5 o'clock on performance day. We had dinner together, and then they're on that night, and they perform it for a public audience that night. So it's an incredibly rapid, incredibly creative process, and the amazing thing is that the students have created it all from scratch. So less than a month earlier, none of those ideas, none of those tunes, none of those characters existed, and then all of a sudden they've come into existence, and then we perform it, and it's just the biggest, most mind-blowing creative blast you could imagine, both to be involved in watching it come to life and also to see it on stage. It's just amazing to watch the young people just bring it to life. And when it comes to creativity, there's no such thing as a bad idea. You can make anything creative. We've had students who've never sung a note before in their lives, and then suddenly they will sing for the first time, and you know, there are moments captured on film and on camera and on stills of a student singing for the very first time, and the light that goes into their face and into their eyes when they realise that they have a voice. And that's what you find, is that throughout the entire process, that any nuance to a character, any line of dialogue, any particularly good descriptor when it comes to an emotion is actually a fabulous door-opening experience. And when you explain that to the student and say that to the student, they just change. We've also had, students say that they never knew that student before this program, and now they suddenly had made a new friend. We've had students interact across year groups that they don't normally do. So we had year 7s and year 11s talking to one another and becoming friends through a shared artistic experience. So the amount of outcomes that we've had are sort of mind-blowing, and the life-changing aspect of it is something that the students sort of go away with, a life-changing event.